All right, this is John chapter 10, verse 4. And when he putteth forth his own sheep, he goeth before them, and the sheep follow him.
And the sheep follow him. So we consider ourselves sheep to the not sheep, but sheep of the Most High, and we're following him. Okay, we're following Yahweh Shai. He's our shepherd. We're following him. We really want to get out of him, man. It's not about no man, and we this ain't about no allegiance to no man. It's about where the word is being poured out, man. And the word is being poured out, like I said, abundantly through the elders of GMS. That's where the word is being poured out, heavily. All right. Anytime I know I want to refresh my mind on something or get a question answered, I know who to go to. All right. I know I could pray and meditate myself too. I ain't stupid. All right. And you know, all brothers are sharp. But when it comes down to it, and you need some assistance or guidance, who's gonna be there for you? I know who's dedicated. I mean, it's like pioneering how they push the word out. You know, they push the word out with the physicians, with the walk and talk, the sit downs, the streets, the transits. Just the word. That's what I'm interested in, the word. So where would I go get it? Would I go to Nathaniel or Sathaniel 7th site? No. Would I go to General Yohana's site and listen to a 20-second clip of Shabaraks? Them of the art of a pagan.
Yeah.
You know, and then they play a little clip and then they cut it off. That's not giving you the fucking word. That's not giving you the word. You know? I want the whole thing. I want to look at the whole lesson. I want the word. I want to get deep into it. I want to get into it, man. You know?
Like Ezekiel, Most High said, eat the whole roll, man.
Yeah, eat the whole roll. He keep putting a clip here, 4-minute and 37-minute clip, and they cut it off, and then here comes Shabaraks again. Never the art of a line I know. This is nonsense, man. I want the word. So where would I get it? Where would I get it? Just all you scoffers out there, when you know it's time to get into that word, where you gonna get it? Where you gonna get the mark of the beast heavily broken down? All right, and you stupid people, if you don't believe, we ain't gonna go into that. We ain't gonna have to prove. We gonna have to go prove that you know the chip is the mark of the beast to you. If you don't get it, too bad. But if you want different topics, where you gonna go? All right, so go ahead, huh?
It says, and when he putteth forth his own sheep, he goeth before them, and the sheep follow him, for they know his voice.
For they know his voice. And that's the voice we're following. Read on.
And a stranger will they not follow.
And a stranger will they not follow. We ain't gonna follow no stranger. Alright? And it's gonna come out, you got certain men that's trying to make us follow them. But we're not following them. Because we following Yahweh Shai. Okay? And we can see that the spirit of Yahweh Shai is not in them. So we ain't going to follow them. Read on.
But will flee from him.
We're going to do what?
We will flee from him.
We're going to flee from them. Get the hell away from them dudes. Go ahead.
For they know not the voice of strangers.
For they know, the sheep know not the voice of strangers. Go ahead.
This parable spake Yahweh Shai unto them, but they understood not what things they were which he spake unto them.
All right. So basically, Yahweh Shai was telling the disciples about following his voice. Okay, and basically the Lord is letting you know, look, when I send my word, you're gonna know my word. When I send my voice through the elders or whoever, you're gonna know. If you're part of the elect, you're gonna know. All right. And that's all we're gonna follow. That's all this is about. It's a whole difference from what was going on back in the 90s, even the early 2000s, to what's going on now. Brothers need to understand that the main thing, the elders, they have the truth. They have it. All right, and I can't stress, man. I just gotta keep saying it. It's not a dick riding session. It's not a man pleasing session. This is not what that is. Alright? I'm telling you because from experience, okay, I've been in the truth and I see the change. I see how the change came. You know, if you want to call it a change, I see how the change came. I basically see, look, the Lord steered Israel this way, and now He lifted Israel up on a higher level, and only certain men is able to come on this higher level. Certain men is going to be left out, and certain men, you know, basically came up on this higher level, a more spiritual level, you know, a more dedicated level, a level more so like, even with the understanding that all Jakes is not going to look like Shaft. All Jakes is not going to be dark skinned with afros. You're going to have Israelites that look like the other nations. That is true. Because you're gonna have people that, yo, he looks like a Cushite. But you know, he's mad into the word and he's sincere. Don't get me wrong, you're going to have nations that, you know, try to cleave to us. But if you're a man of the Lord, you're going to be able to tell. You're going to have that discerning spirit. You're going to know your brother. You're going to know the Lord's seed. All right? You're going to know the righteous seed. All right? What you got now?
I got Sirach, chapter 8, verse 9.
That's what I had. That's the spirit. That's what was holding.
Miss not the discourse of the elders.
So the Bible says don't miss the discourse of the elders. Don't miss out on that, man. Don't miss out on it. You be cheating yourself. Everything you want to learn is right there for you. You ain't got no excuse as to why you don't know it. It's right there for you. Go ahead.
For they also learned of their fathers, and of them thou shalt learn understanding, and to give answer as need requires.
See that? And of them you shall learn understanding, and to give answer as need required. And I guarantee you, the majority of the brothers, if not all of them, that's how they learn to teach. Okay? Like I said, with the case with me is, you know, I've just been around. I lived in D.C. I've been around Johannes camp, and them dudes are off. All right? And, you know, basically, it's like you learn the basics. You learn the basics about what being an Israelite is, but when it goes deeper. It goes way deeper than that. It goes deeper than just knowing you're an Israelite. You know, and back then it was more regimental. If you notice, Yohana, he's the commanding general Yohana. You gotta have some title. All right, commanding general. Or Tazadakia, he's a chief high priest and apostle Tazadakia. It's all regimental and meant to rule over you. That's what it is. These dudes want to rule over you and you know, take your money, sell you out. The others, they're not trying to do that. You know, they don't really ask you for a damn thing. They're just pushing a word. You know, for all you fucking clowns that be like, yo, well, you know, you send blank checks or ties to them and pay money. Well, me personally, I never sent ties there. All right? Because, one, I didn't have no job, right? Didn't work. All right? But even if I did send ties when I was working, there's nothing wrong with that. Why? Because look what they're giving me. They're giving me things worth more than anything else in this life. It's word. That's what's most important to me. Guess what? Y'all think they all mean and stuff like that? They never met me face to face. You know, they never met me face to face. I talked to a couple of brothers on the phone and that's it. But I got locked up for teaching this word, and them brothers bailed me out. Them brothers helped me out. All right? We don't have to disclose how much money they sent, but my attorney was expensive as hell. We're in the South. We're in Atlanta. All right? And them brothers looked out. They didn't have to do that. See that? But they did that on the basis, look, the brother's teaching the word. The brother, he affiliated himself with us. And they sent a good sum. No, they didn't send no $200, $300, $400, $500, more than that.